like to call this meeting of the Finance Committee for September 10th, 2019 to order. Roll call, Alder Corpus Dax. Present. Alder LaFave. Here. Alder Galvin.
Here.
And Alder Dorf. Here. And with us in the audience, we have Alder Stoyer. Is there any other alders? No. Can't see. Okay. All right. So I'll, at this time, take a motion, accept a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved by Alder
Second.
Corpus Dax, second by Alder LaFave. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, motion carried. Approval of minutes.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion approved by Alder Galvin, second by Alder Corpus Dax to approve the minutes from the August 21st, 2019 meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, regular business. The first is the request approval to purchase one Chevrolet Silverado 1500 pickup truck with crew cab from Sheboygan Motor Company for $31,258 and staff.
Turn it right over to our purchasing manager, Rick Jensen.
This request was issued as an RFQ, request for quotes, for a single crew cab pickup truck for the fire department. We received 4 quotes. We're recommending the award to the low bidder for a total of $31,257.50. Any questions?
No?
Nope.
Is there a
Sounds good.
motion to accept this or to approve this?
Motion approved.
Moved to approve by Alder Galvin,
Second.
second by Alder LaFave. All those in favor? Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Is there another? You're next item too. Request, yes, request approval to purchase 3 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 pickup trucks with double cabs from Sheboygan Motor Company for $84,803.
This request is also for the fire department. Apparently double cabs are bigger, more expensive than the crew cabs. Again, we put out our RFQ, got 5 quotes back, and we're recommending the award to the low bidder, Sheboygan Motor Company, for the total dollar amount of $84,802.50.
Still make it less than, right?
Was
Makes it less.
It makes it less than,
Yeah.
because it's up 31,000 for them.
I make a motion to approve.
Move to approve by Alder Galvin,
Second.
second by Alder Corpus Dax. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, number 3, request by Alder Galvin for the police department to work with IT to set a system on the city's request for service icon for citizens to report problems and request service.
Actually, I'm going to ask that to be delayed.
Okay.
I'm going to be meeting with Commander Wark, I believe this week,
Okay.
to go over a little bit more in detail what I'm looking for, and we'll exchange some information, and I believe Commander Wark will work with IT too.
So, like move to hold it or just
Move to hold, do you want it for the next meeting
Yeah,
or
next meeting.
24th then?
Yep.
before?
I'll
Okay.
I'll make a motion to hold.
Okay, motion to
I'll
hold
second it.
by Alder Galvin, second by Alder LaFave. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, number 4. The Information Technology and Services Division request approval to renew a 3-year Microsoft 0365 Enterprise 6.6 agreement with Advanced Threat Protection from CDW and State of Wisconsin state contract pricing for $681,344.64, or $227,114.88 annually.
Yep, what you have in front of you is a renewal for a 3-year contract. If you have any questions, Mike Hronik is here.
I mean, I have a lot of questions. I don't understand this stuff.
I know.
You know, I guess we just have to trust that.
We're not the techies.
I mean, you've determined that this is a good offer, and
Yes.
and you think it's the best one for the city to
Well, what we're
take?
doing is going to Office 365, and there's a cost difference between staying where we are and where we're going to. And basically, if you want to attract talent to the city, you got to offer new software opportunities like collaboration and productivity, which this does. And the state of Wisconsin school system university system uses this software in all their college teaching.
So this is the latest, neatest thing?
Yes. And the Office and then the threat protection
Yeah.
is basically, you hear a lot about ransomware.
Yeah.
And what this will happen is we're going to put our email online, and what Microsoft will do is they will scan all your email with artificial intelligence, and what they'll do is they'll check every link or attachment in your document and put it in what they call a detonation chamber. They'll select that link, and if something is malicious, that email won't get forwarded to you.
Okay.
So it's
So
put
it
on
can't
this
go
tab.
anywhere.
Is this the main way that they've been attacking these municipalities down in Texas this past year?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for every municipality, but I believe that it was a malicious email that set it off.
Yeah.
Okay, so the emails.
Those are smaller governments, but it's
Right,
happened with larger.
Right, they spanked a few that, but I mean, it has happened to larger ones. We certainly don't want to get caught in that mess.
So,
Are there other I would imagine there's other things we're doing besides
oh,
this
yeah,
to
it's
protect
definitely- yeah,
ourselves?
there's endpoint protection and everything
Okay.
like that. And what Microsoft's really done, and what they've advertised, and everybody's going to Office 365. I think a lot of Google customers are making that transfer too. They built their Office 365 from the ground up and really put a big emphasis on security. And they have different levels of security. They got like a G1, a G3, we bought G3, and G5 are probably for defense contractors. But whatever they improve in G5 for the defense contractors and things like that, they put in and they offer it in G3. So we get that after the fact. We don't pay G5 price, which we couldn't afford, but we will always get increased security.
So are we going to attract young people coming out of university or college or these IT schools? Is this just going to be IT individuals or
No, this is citywide.
So there's
it's
gonna be
collaboration, it's teams.
young employees coming in from all
Yeah.
over going to say, hey, cool, they've got this
Right.
365 and,
Right, I would assume we'll get all our Exchange email up online, and then we'll have different groups of individuals with access to different segments of Office 365, like senior staff would be like in Teams. The planning department, the planners, they've already kind of aligned their whole iDrive, I don't know if you remember what that was called, but their whole network folder structure, so that they can move everything up to the
Okay.
cloud. So we gotta get everybody else in line, but I see as we write our new comp plan, I see Teams as being very beneficial for city staff
Okay.
and collaborating with and getting the word out to the public.
can this be used to, say, collaborate with Brown County government employees?
Yeah, they have it also.
No, but I mean, city employees working with county employees on joint projects?
Yes, you can. You can share your projects with other individuals outside your organization.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, motion by Alder Galvin to approve this request to renew the 3-year Microsoft 0365 Enterprise 6.6 agreement.
Second.
Second by Alder Corpus Dax. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, number 5, consideration with possible action on liability and EPL insurance proposal for 2020. And would you like us to go into closed session, or? Okay, so I'll move that we go into closed session, I guess. Second. The committee may convene in closed session pursuant to section 19.851E Wisconsin statutes for purposes of deliberating or negotiating the sale of public properties, investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business as necessary for competitive or bargaining reasons. The committee may thereafter reconvene in open session pursuant to section 19.852 Wisconsin statutes to report the results of the closed session and consider the balance of the agenda. All those in favor, going to closed session? Aye. Okay, we're in closed session. Make the motion.
All right, I make a motion that we go back in open session.
Second.
Galvin, seconded by Alder LaFave. All those in favor?
Aye.
We're back in open session.
All right,
I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept staff's recommendation as they would submit for the next coming insurance year of 2020.
Second. Motion by Alder Galvin, second by Alder LaFave. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Unanimously. Good job. All right, next is the report of the Claims Committee. Does anyone have any questions or concerns? If so, we'll go into closed session. Want to just take a minute? No? Okay.
So I'm gonna read them, so.
All right, so,
I'll make a motion that we accept the claims committee recommendations.
okay. And second by Alder, motion by Alder LaFave, second by Alder Corp Stacks. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then, back to the agenda.
So this one's-
Report of the Finance Director.
At this point, I don't have much of an update. I know we did promise that I would bring some additional information back to the CIP at this meeting. We have some things in the works, just there was just not enough information to really pull the whole packet together. Still don't have a very good look at where 2020 budget, the funding's going to be. Police is working on a Plan B for their police headquarters. Fire Chief Litton is working on some kind of lease options for, so at this point, I didn't have a lot to bring back to you, so that I had requested and asked the chair if I could bring it back to the next meeting, as I didn't have anything quite ready for this meeting, so. That was just my update.
Okay.
Right, contingency, is that the real number?
That number has dropped, yes, we have, up through, I think through July, we have paid about $20,000 worth of bills, which you approved at the last meeting, so currently we're sitting at $75,367.
Can I ask a question? I thought a lot of the cleanup from the spring flood was going to be tagged to this. Is that,
That was a request by the Director of Public Works, but at that point, when I went back and asked for some information, I just didn't get the dollars. He hasn't sent them to me.
okay.
He thought he could just eat them. So he has not pulled together what kind of cost they were and whether or not he would expect that would take him over his budget.
So he has the option to wait and see.
Correct.
All right,
Yep.
that's good. Okay.
All right, the next Finance Committee meeting will be held on, I'm sorry, I wanted to announce that Alder Johnson has joined us. He joined us a while ago. The next Finance Committee meeting will be held on Tuesday, September 24th, 2019 at 4:30 PM. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourned by Alder Galvin, second by Alder LaFave. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, we're adjourned.